Students, today we are going to learn about tenses. First of all, we will see what is tense. The word tense derived from a Latin word tempus, which means time. It indicates time of an action or an event. There are three types of tense: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now each of these three tenses has four subtypes. They are simple or indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Now see here the division of tenses. First, tense is divided into three types: present, past, and future. Again, all these three types divided into four subtypes. They are present indefinite or simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Now next, past indefinite or simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Now third is future tense, simple future or future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Now we will start with simple present tense. Simple present tense expresses a universal truth. For example, the sun rises in the east, or the earth moves round the sun. Here, universal truth means the truth which is for all the times. Second, it also expresses an action that occurs regularly or habitually. Now see the example. She goes to the school regularly, or I do exercise daily. So it's my habit to do exercise daily, and that's why it is a habitual action. So we will use here simple present tense. Next is present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to express an action which is happening or going on at a particular time in the present or extending over a period of present time. So we use present continuous tense for those actions which is going on at the time of speaking. Now see the structure of present continuous tense. Subject plus is, am, or are plus ing form of the verb plus object. Now we may use this tense in a sentence like this: I am reading a story book. Third is present perfect tense. The present perfect tense denotes an action that was started in the past and has just been completed. For example, he has completed his work just now. So the subject here, he has completed his work just now. That's why we will use here present perfect tense. The structure of present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus V3. V3 is past participle form of the verb plus object. Now the question may come to you where to use has and where to use have. So with third person singular number subject, that is he, she, it, or any proper noun, any names, we use has, and with rest of the number and persons we use have. For example, I have, we have, you have, he, she, it, or any name, any proper noun has, and then they have. Now come to the next. Present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense refers to an action that started sometime in the past and is still continuing. So in present, the action which takes place in present perfect continuous tense that started in the past but is still continuing in the present. For example, he has been working in this office since 2005. Second example, I have been reading a storybook for last 2 hours. Now we will see the structure of present perfect continuous tense. Subject plus has or have plus being plus ing form of the verb plus object plus since or for plus time or period. Now in this tense we use since or for. So the question may come to you where to use since and where to use for. So since is used for point of time. Point of time means exact time. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., since morning, since evening, since 2005. And for is used for period of time. Period means duration. 2 hours, 4 hours, 10 months, 6 months, 2 years. Now come to the next past tense. Simple past tense. It is used to describe an action which took place in the past and was completed in the past. So in simple past, the action took place in the past and completed only in the past. For example, I received your letter yesterday. The structure of simple past tense is subject plus V2. V2 means past form of the verb and then object. Come to next, past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used for an action which was happening at a particular time in the past. Means the action was happening at a certain point of time in the past. For example, he was watching a movie by this time yesterday. Now see the structure of past continuous tense, how to frame sentences in past continuous tense. So to write a sentence in past continuous, first of all we will write subject, then was or were, then ing form of the verb and then object. Now again here question may come where to use was and where to use were. So with first person singular number I was, we were, you were, he, she, it or any name was, they were. So in this way you will use was or were in the sentences with different subjects. Now come to the third part, that is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used to describe an action that had already been completed in the past before another action took place in the past. For example, the train had left before I reached the station. Now in this example you will see that two actions took place together. Here one action, the first action is the train had left and the second action is took place, I reached the station. So when two actions took place in the past, the action which took place earlier will be reported in past perfect tense and the later action or the second action will be reported in simple past. Now the structure of past perfect tense is subject plus had plus V3. V3 again past participle form of the verb plus object. Now come to past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used for an action which began in the past and continued in the past only for a certain period of time. So in past perfect continuous, the action took place in the past only and it continued for a certain period of time. For example, he had been living in Delhi since 2010. Second example, I had been studying English for last 4 hours. So, the structure of past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had been. With all the number and person subject, you will use had here. Subject plus had been plus V4. V4 means ing form of the verb plus object plus since or for plus time or period. Again since for point of time and for period of time. Now come to future tense. First of all, simple future tense. The simple future tense is used for an action that will take place at a particular time in the future. For example, I shall see you tomorrow. He will finish his work in an hour. So here in these sentences we are seeing that the action is taking place in future. The structure of simple future tense is subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Again there is a question where to use will and where to use shall. So in general condition we use shall with first person, both singular and plural, that is I and we, and will is used with all other number and person subject. For example, you will, he, she, it, or any proper noun will, they will, but I shall, we shall. Now come to next, future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to express an action which will be in progress at a particular time in the future. The action will take place in future and it will be continued for some time in the future only. For example, I shall be flying over Simla by this time tomorrow. Now see the structure of future continuous tense. Here first you will write subject, then will or shall plus be plus V1, that is ing form of the verb, or V4 plus object. Now future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of an action by a certain period of time in the future. For example, you may use this tense in the sentence like this. By the beginning of the next year, we shall have shifted to our new flat. The structure of future perfect tense is subject plus shall or will plus have plus V3 means past participle form of the verb plus object. So you will see here in this sentence, by the beginning of the next year, we shall, I told you with we will use shall have shifted. Shifted is V3 to our new flat. New flat is an object. Now see the last one, future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used when an action is to continue up to a certain point of time in the future. For example, by the end of this month, he will have been learning Spanish for 2 years. Now see the structure here. First, we will write subject, then shall or will, plus have been, plus ing form of the verb, plus object, plus since or for, because here the action will be continued for some time. So we have to use since or for, then time or period. Time here refers to the exact time, because with since we use exact time, point of time, and with for we use period of time. Now we will summarize here the tense chart. Now see In all these 12 tenses, I use the verb play in a sentence. In simple present, we will write I play. Continuous or progressive tense means present continuous, I am playing. Present perfect, I have played. Present perfect continuous or progressive tense, I have been playing. Now come to the past tense. In simple past, we will write I played. That is, played is the V2 form of the verb play. Past continuous or past progressive, I was playing. Past perfect, I had played. And past perfect continuous or progressive, I had been playing. Now come to future. In simple future, we will write I shall play. In future continuous, I shall be playing. And future perfect, I shall have played. And the last future perfect continuous or progressive tense, we will write I shall have been playing. So students, with this we will come to the end of the session. So life is a journey and you all enjoy every moment of it. Thank you.